my song. Let's sing it. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Come on, it's gonna be fucking awesome. You know the words. It's gonna be fucking awesome. That's it, say. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Yeah!
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the show. It is I, Jesse Blaze Snider, the coolest geek alive, and I've got a first of its kind Saturday episode for you guys. Usually I do a coolest classic or a coolest pick, and this is beyond a coolest pick. This is an instant classic. Yes, an instant classic. Ni Za 2. Now, on some level, I was slightly almost tricked into seeing this movie because it had made so much money. It blew me away. And I thought for certain that this money had to be kind of coming from all over. I found out afterwards that it had actually come mostly from China. This movie has so far made $1.8 billion in China alone, 1.8 billion plus. But it's making millions worldwide, all over the place, and with good reason that it's a big hit in China. It is excellent. I mean, seriously, I didn't know necessarily what to expect. I'm not even sure I watched a full trailer. I just kind of saw how massively, popular it was. In some, at least now I know mostly in China, but still that it was making the rounds and doing very well. And I said, I really want to see that. I heard it was really good. And I'm so glad that I did because holy shit, it is great. I went with my girlfriend and my youngest son, who's 10, and my youngest daughter, who is just turned 9. And we all loved it. I mean, famously, while we're watching a movie, my children will turn to me in the middle of the movie and go, "What do you give it out of 10?" And I'm just like, "What do I give it out of 10? I don't fucking know. I don't know what I give it out of 10." This time, as my kids turned to me and went, "What do you give it out of 10?" I went, 10. It's fucking awesome. Awesome. Now, it's a sequel to Ni Za, and Ni Za 1 is not as good. It's not close to as good. Honestly, I mean, me and my kids were giving it like a 6 or a 7. We watched Ni Za 1 after we watched Ni Za 2. Ni Za 2 was so fucking good, we were like, we're going straight home and we're watching Ni Za 1 so we could find out what we missed. And actually, possibly without having the comparison of Ni Za 2 with Ni Za 1, I might have enjoyed Ni Za 1 that much more. And we did enjoy it. We liked it. It just was not just not close to as cool. I'll explain a little bit Ni Za 1 because it's really neat. And to have this much of an explanation going into Ni Za 2, that's all you need. And I wouldn't recommend watching Ni Za 1 first because it won't necessarily make you go, "Oh, cool, I got to go watch the sequel." But Ni Za 2 will definitely make you want to watch Ni Za 1 and definitely make you be screaming, "Please make a Ni Za 3!" So the story of Ni Za is the story of this being that is like this chaos being that is, sort of filled with the yin yang of like this blue spirit and this red anger, this demonic dark energy. And at the very beginning of Ni Za, this energy, which is like manifested into some sort of being that is dangerous, is split in two by these gods in training. These guys, turn it into two separate little balls. This little energetic ball of the blue, which is like the spirit, the positive aspect of it, that's like giving it all its power, kind of. And then the red aspect, which is like the violence and the fire and the anger and all this shit. So this little this little blue ball is supposed to go into the body, into the baby of this wonderful couple that are they're like demon fighters, demon hunters in this clan, I guess in China. And it's supposed to go into their baby. And they're supposed to raise this angelic, powerful souled being. Instead, the red ball is put into their baby. And the woman gives birth to this demon child who is, destined to be complete darkness and is supposed to die on its like third birthday or something like that. So you have this wonderful dynamic of the good people who were intended to be raising the good being are now entrusted with this evil being. And they won't accept that it's a fundamentally evil being. And they begin, protecting it from the very beginning and trying to raise it right, how to teach it to be better than it was supposed to be. But meanwhile, the blue angelic force of this energy, it's given to what are at least considered the dark beings on the planet, these dragons who have been sort of tricked into being imprisoned and guarding this underworld of all these demons and dark beings that are really cool. The designs, oh my God, the designs in these movies, the designs of the dragons, the designs of these beings, so cool. They're guarding these beings in the underworld, and they've basically been like tricked into guarding themselves and keeping themselves, at bay. And they're given this good guy energy, this blue soul that this dragon puts into an egg, and he has his own child, this good being amongst the evil. So now this good being is essentially poisoning the evil beings with goodness, and this evil being is getting poisoned by the goodness in this tribe and being raised good. Somewhere along the way, these beings could have run into each other and basically form a friendship. Because this good being is nice to the bad being, and the bad being is having a really hell of a time. He's a demon. There's all these bad, not myths, prophecies essentially about it. Everybody's just sort of that's a demon and he's bad, and so like the guy, and he's the main character, Niza. That's the bad boy. Feels rejected by all the people and where he lives, and even though he's being taught to be a demon hunter and he's taught to do good things, he's put into this terrible position where everybody's afraid of him. So when he meets the blue boy, who the movie's not named after, I forget what his character's name is. Hold on, I got it here. Niza. I think he's Ao Bing. Ao he's such a good being, that he treats Nizan with respect and kindness. And so they become friends, and that's like some of the beginning of him ever feeling that, even though they're supposed to come to blows at the end of the movie. It's quite cool. Honestly, thinking about it, just in terms of like this to explain it to you, I like it a lot. There's a lot of things about it that are just wonderful. But basically, to spoil the ending a little bit, both of these guys end up disembodied but not quite gone. And at the beginning of this movie, within the first 5 minutes of Nizan 2, they are being reincorporated into new bodies. I'm not going to... I'll read the little description here. For the thing, but again, like I do, I don't like to spoil things. So this is just me gushing about this and saying, go fucking watch it. But I will talk about it a little bit without like spoiling things. After a great catastrophe, the souls of Niza and Ao Bing are saved, but their bodies face ruin. To give them new life, Taiyi Zehenerin turns to the mystical seven-colored lotus in a daring bid to rebuild them and change their fate. I mean, this is literally talking about the first fucking 5 minutes of this damn movie. And boy, is there a lot more. There is so much more. I'm not going to say a lot, but I'll just say that these guys are brought back. They end up, for a couple different reasons, having to like share a body which is humorous and fun because basically Niza is like, he's bubbling with all this like negative energy, and then the other dude, Bing, he's got, he's chill, zen, and all that, and the ones trying to stay calm while the other ones inside them try to take over their body, so that they can go on a bunch of these challenges. They're basically put on a bunch of challenges by these higher beings. Like I said, I'll save so much of the explanation and the details of this stuff for you then. But all of this involves all the good guys, all the bad guys. Right from the beginning, pretty quickly, the bad guy forces show up and, are sort of like demanding certain things be done and go their way. And I mean, just like, it's just so cool. They're around the city. They open up all these portals using this dragon's claw. And it's very early in the movie. And they got all of this lava pouring out, these lava waterfalls, and all of these beings that have been trapped in this area for so long attack. And I mean, it just really gets going pretty fast, even though some of like the initial bits, you're like, what the hell's going on here? They're bringing these people back. I guess they died. Like, I don't really know. But very quickly, you're able to catch up to a lot of the things that are going on. But what I'll say is, this just has like the wonderful aspect that Star Wars has, where, the good guys aren't always what they seem, and the bad guys aren't always what they seem. And there's gray and there's nuance, and like, oh God, love it, love it, love it. This movie, and I'm going to bring in my kids in just a second because they're here with me, and they just loved it so much, and I just want to get them on record just gushing about how much we love this movie. But it is glorious. I mean, just everything about this movie is glorious. If the story sucked, the visual would still be just worth $1 million. The designs for the characters, and there are well over 1,000 fucking beautiful characters that, most of them are in the backgrounds and shit. And you are, at a certain point, I started looking deeply into every crowd shot, going, is this just a generic crowd shot? And I would find details, like so much details in every little thing. And I was like, nah, man, like they're fucking just designing everything. There are so many incredible visuals in this movie, from the designs of the dragons. And I mean, like there's a dragon that shows up at a certain point in the movie. And again, I don't want to give certain things away, but he is so damn cool. And he just shows up for a moment. The spirituality that is on display. For those of you who listen to my show, Everything They Don't Want You to Know, who are open to esoteric type information and stuff, oh man, there's so much like spirit world and old mythology that's in this and wrapped into this on top of the designs. And the way it ends is so good, and like, what? And more, and I need to see the next one. And oh God, it's awesome. And even better than that, it ends and it's like you totally have that feeling. You're like 10 out of 10. This is fucking awesome. I love this. Even though like, some of the bad guys, kind of get away, and you're like, oh no, but again, like, okay, well, I guess there's going to be more. There is a like cutscene bonus credit scene that is the greatest fucking just dessert that I have ever seen delivered to a villain, delivered to a character that we want to see bad things happen to. And not only is it legitimately great, it's funny. Legitimately funny. Like, very fucking funny. And it's not even some sort of contrivance. It's like a perfect idea. It's, I through meditation and through working with psilocybin mushrooms or ayahuasca, I will sometimes channel songs and ideas that I really, oh man, what a beautiful idea. If I sat down at a piece of paper and was trying to come up with the right idea, I don't know if I'd ever come up with that mechanically. But in a moment of inspiration, boom. Oh, that's perfect. That's the perfect idea. This cutscene is the perfect idea that makes the fucking the ending that was already a 10 out of 10. I was like you didn't need this scene to be a 10 out of 10. And then it's like, bonus, here's a little bit of cleverness that you're just going to love. Everything about this movie is awesome. It's funny and just fun, heartfelt, beautiful, deep and meaningful and interesting. It explores polarity, good and evil, and just what that means, and just so many fucking things. Power. Just because people are powerful, just because people look good, doesn't necessarily mean they're good. Just because people look bad doesn't mean they're necessarily bad. It's so all-encompassing. It's so wonderful. I hope some of me speaking about it metaphorically doesn't ruin any of the experience for you. But this movie is just truly glorious. I have not seen a movie and just been like, fucking A, 10 out of 10 like this in like, I don't know, 8 years, 7 years, 6 years. The last time I felt this way was with a movie called Animal World, which I don't know if it's a Korean movie. Might even be a Chinese movie. If it's a Chinese movie, I need to get deep into Chinese culture because fucking A, they're doing some great shit. I did an episode of Animal World. I forget where it had been originally produced. Maybe I'll see if I can find it on my IMDb while I do this thing. Animal World. If you haven't listened to the episode about Animal World, which is just fucking incredible. Animal World starts out incredible for certain reasons, and then it shifts into it is Chinese. Fucking A, man. See? That tells me I gotta watch more of these fucking Chinese films, because I'm like, seriously, like they're putting out these two movies. These two movies just spoke to me on so many levels, so fucking deep and meaningful. Maybe from fucking oppression comes great creativity. You know, you're stuck in a communist society, and now all of a sudden, you really start thinking about morality and thinking about good and evil and all this shit. Dude. You got to see this movie. You know what? I will let my children tell you. Okay, everybody, let me introduce my two kids. We got Parker Pride Snider, my 9-year-old daughter, and then we've got Grayson Wayne Snider, my 10-year-old, soon-to-be 11-year-old son. We both saw this movie, and here, step up to the microphone. Feel free to talk over yourself, and I'm going to say 3, 2, 1, and just start saying as quickly as possible how great you thought it was. 3, 2, 1.
10 out of 10, I loved it. It was the best. It was a great movie. Everything was amazing. The animation was great. It was really good. I loved it. It was a 10 out of 10.
Okay, this is perfect. That was exactly what I was looking for. Just exuberance, talking over each other. Okay, cool. That's all I really need, except I was going to ask you guys just for, usually I don't spoil too much on the show, but sometimes if I have a favorite part or something like that, I'll give like a little bit of a spoiler for like what was my favorite thing about the movie. So here, Parker, you go first. What was your favorite thing about Niza 2? I talked about some of my favorite things. Like specifically, I already talked about the ending, and I don't want to give away any, like the second ending. After it ends, the second ending. I was like, I already gave it a 10 out of 10, and then there's this scene, and it's the greatest scene ever. So don't reveal that, because I want them to be surprised by that. But what was your favorite part of the movie that you can think of?
The part where they were putting him back together.
Oh yeah, you like that. So right at the beginning from the very beginning of the movie, when they were rebuilding Niza's body and El Bing's body, that was your favorite right there from the beginning?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So that's really cool, because I was definitely a little bit, well, you know what? I was worried about my girlfriend, because, we're taking her to see an anime movie. That's not necessarily her thing. So I sat there going, this is a little confusing. I wonder if she's sitting there going, I don't know what this is. But that's amazing to hear that so right from the beginning, because that's literally the first 5 minutes when they're like reconstituting their bodies, and they loved it. I was going to mention the side characters in this movie, including the main like good guy magician, and he's got this flying pig that like hangs out with him. The flying pig's very cute, but the magician's very funny. They're all not necessarily all the characters are funny. They're all just very true to themselves, and just they use them right. So they'll show up, and even when a character's not necessarily funny, the character it'll make you laugh or smile because they're being so true to themselves, and all the characters are really consistent. All right, Parker, you're free to go. Grayson, what is your favorite part of the movie?
Well, my favorite part of the movie is when they were fighting with the people during the end, and it kind of brought up an animation of like, I'd say Super Smash Bros. And and it just made me like, it was like, whoa, that's cool.
I remember what he's talking about. Just to explain a little bit more deep, right? Tell me if I'm right. There's a moment where like he basically kind of goes like Super Saiyan if you're a Dragon Ball Z fan, and in this moment, the animation kind of changes all of a sudden, just for a moment, just to sort of like amplify what is the energy of the moment. And Grace was just like, that was so cool. Did you see that? It's like for a moment he became like an anime magazine, right?
Yeah. And, but that was my favorite part, and I just liked it. I thought it was cool. So, yeah.
Yeah. And really, it's a testament to how beautiful the animation was, how gorgeous it was. And I mean, and the cool things that they did animating and bring some of these things to life. It's definitely like, has a lot of energy to it. And the fight scenes, right? The war scenes. And there's a shitload of war scenes, and it is nutty. I mean, in a lot of these scenes, like, everybody is flying, and there's like, it's like swarms of people.
Oh, and I really like the villain at the end that he turned into the tree dude.
Oh, okay. There's some transformations to the villain who we won't spoil, but he does a couple different transformations that are quite cool. All right, cool. Thank you, my son. I love you. Appreciate you guys bringing your energy to the Coolest Geek Alive show. So yeah, man, I don't have too much more to say about it, other than it's probably not going to be in theaters very much longer. So get out there and see it. You are really you're gonna just be kissing my feet. You're gonna be, oh, Jesse, thank you so much. You're gonna be so thrilled. I don't think I can build it up enough, because it's just very different than the majority of the things you'll see. It is animated, but the animation is fucking gorgeous, and it's just so rooted in real things. Family and love and good and evil, and oh God, man. I can't say enough good things about this movie. Anyway, but I will stop saying good things about it because I don't want to spoil anything else, and I feel like I've already given you too much, but you're going to love it. If you haven't been to Kickstarter to sign up for notifications for Sugar and Bones magazine, that's my answer to heavy metal, which I think sucks now. It used to be awesome, but corporate owners have ruined all this shit. And we need a new anthology magazine of the arts, demonstrating arts at a high level. It's going to be articles written by brilliant creative people, articles written by people who love and have great taste in all genres, music and films and just all sorts of things. I'm really excited about this magazine. If you go to Kickstarter right now and type in Sugar and Bones, you'll be able to find it. And then type in Jesse Blaze Snider if you want to be able to get a hold of what it says. It's a box set right now, but really it's the Solfeggio Transmission album that I just most recently put out. It's all healing frequencies, and there's going to be a free sampler CD of my stuff, like a greatest hits sampler, and a free cover CD. Some really cool stuff that's going to be coming along with this campaign. I was actually working on that right before I got into this. If you love music like I do, I used to do a show called All Your Favorite Bands Suck, but we got kicked off Spotify. But iTunes and everywhere else where you can get podcasts, you can still get All Your Favorite Bands Suck. And there's 55 episodes where I'm playing too much music, apparently, of some of my favorite bands and just gushing about them and trying to get you to be a fan too. So if you want to get into some new bands and you like me and you like hearing me go, yay, I love this is so great, you'll hear me do that with music for 55 different bands. I'll bring that show back eventually, but I just haven't had a chance to do it yet because I got a lot of things that I got to do in order to get it straight with Spotify. Anyway, every Monday I do my Esoteric Wisdom Show, Everything They Don't Want You to Know. Last Monday I did a lot of things. Last Monday's show is on like fucking stones and aura readings and sound frequency healing and like it's on all different sorts of topics that most people think are like woo woo, not fucking woo woo. They work, and the amount of advocacy, I just sort of explain various reasons and mechanisms of the universe that are on display in all of these things, which are making and helping them to work and why they do work. So often these things, just try this or try that, and people are like, I don't know, it doesn't really make any sense to me. I try to make sense of all these things for you. So if you go and you check out that episode, it's a good one. Yeah, that's it. That's it, babies. If you want to email me, feel free. JesseBlaze@jessesnider.com. I love you. I love hearing from you guys. Anything you want to say or whatever, it's all good, man. I don't care what you're writing. Write and say, Jesse, you suck. I don't mind. I mean, really, like, well, you took the time to write me an email, so I can't say that bad. Or I suck so bad that I don't suck. You think I'm awesome, don't you, you little babies? Yeah. I'm just thinking about the movie, man. It's so good. Oh, it's so good. It's not only is it so good, but immediately after what me and my kids, we went and we saw another movie that's fucking great and almost out of theaters, and I was literally wrestling over which one to go to first, but I feel like Niza probably deserves a little bit more promotion in America than Nobody 2. I was a big fan of Nobody #1. I fucking promoted the fuck out of that one when it came out. Nobody 2 is arguably just as good, if not maybe a little better. Me and my family fucking loved it. Really, really loved it. We all love Nobody #1, love Nobody #2. I'm going to talk about that next Saturday, and on another coolest episode, another great episode of the Coolest Geek Alive. And I hope you'll join me again this coming Wednesday for another fucking awesome episode of the Coolest Geek Alive. I love you guys. Care Bear Steer. See you next time. Peace. You've been listening to Coolest Geek Alive with me, your host, Jesse Blaze Snider. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe for more excellent geek culture content. Thanks for listening.
It's my favorite part. Isn't that heavy? I'll play that. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Coolest alive. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Stay with your tribe. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Revenge of the Geeks. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Week after weeks. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Laughing with you. It's gonna be fucking awesome. And crying sometimes too. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Spelling it out. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Making you shout. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Talking some shit. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Living your shit. My voice gonna be fucking awesome. Food in our mouth. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Get in the mouth. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Tell all your friends. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Call right or text. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Raising the bar. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Straight to the stars. It's gonna be fucking awesome. It's starting soon. Straight to the top. Awesome. Passing the moon. It's gonna be fucking awesome. On with the show. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Ready, set, go. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Fucking awesome. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Just wait. You'll see. You'll all see. You'll all see.
The podcast playground.